Hi, this is Peter Wylde, and you're watching Sidelines TV.
I'm here today with show jumping great Peter Wylde at the North Run Farm in Wellington, Florida. Pete, how are you?
Great, thank you. Nice to be here.
Yeah, thank you. You left the country for quite some time. You went to Germany for the last 12 years. What is it that sent you there?
Well, I had done a semester when I was in university in France, and during that time I went to an international show in Rotterdam, which is one of the best shows in the world, and it inspired me to ride in Europe. I saw it and I thought, you know what, I want to be a part of that. And I got to a point in my career here where I really felt like if I'm going to push myself to be the best that I can be, I want to compete against the best in the world. And the best in the world have been and are in Europe, where the sport is really incredible there. It's much more like a sport. You have huge audiences. You have places like Aachen where there's these 70,000 people come to watch the show. And I really wanted to push myself to be there, and my goals were to try to get on teams to the WEG or to the Olympics. I had been to the Pan American Games. I had gotten a silver and two silvers, individual and team silver at the Pan American Games in '99. And I decided, you know what, I want to go to Europe, and I want to base myself in Europe, and I want to push myself to do better. And so I packed my bags and I took my two best horses and started out at Henk Noren's stable in the Netherlands, and soon after that moved to Germany and stayed there for 12 years. And I'm really happy that I did it, and I think that I accomplished a lot doing it, and I set out to achieve the goals, and I did achieve the goals that I wished to.
So that begs the question, what brings you back across the pond?
Well, I've been in Europe for a long time. I'm not riding at the... I sort of slowed my riding down and started to teach a lot more when I was in Europe. I have some very good students, one of which went to the Olympics in London, and as well he went to the WEG in Kentucky. He was 10th actually in the WEG in Kentucky. His name is Taizo Sugatani. He's a Japanese. He's the best Japanese rider. And I have 5 other students that I work with regularly, or have been working with regularly in Germany. And my own riding had sort of been not put to the back burner, but had gone to a lesser level. And I realized that I really missed it. You know, I missed competing at the highest level. And I said to myself, you know, maybe you need to reconsider the direction that you're going in, because you're not getting any younger, and it's time for you to, you know, try to make a final push to get back to the top of the sport. And at the same time, Missy Clark and John Brennan, her husband, they've been asking me for almost 2 years now if I would ever consider coming back and riding their horses, because they have some very good horses. Mm-hmm. And that's something that has become interesting for Missy. She's always been a training stable for juniors and young riders, but she really would like to have Grand Prix horses as well. And she's done so for the past few years. She had incredible success with Hilary Dobbs, and now Dara Kenny. Also was winning a lot of classes with Missy and John over the past couple years. But the time was right for both of us, and this fall in September she really asked me if I'd really seriously consider it, and it worked well. So I said yes.
So it's good to have you back.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
Great. I know you're involved in something called the EAP. You can describe what the full name is. What exactly is it, and what does it do?
The EAP is a program that was developed to try to educate kids in the U.S. To not only be just riders, but also horsemen or horsewomen, and to as well try to identify some really talented young riders that maybe would have a future in the sport at the highest levels, but weren't necessarily in the situation to get them there. And so the program has emerged itself. It's now been going for 4 years. This is the 5th season. It's incredibly successful. Jacob Pope, who won the Maclay and the East Coast USET finals, was the EAP finals winner of 2011, and went on to help him be recognized by Andre Dignelli, who picked him up, and really he had arguably one of the best junior years last year, and Jacob is a star. And that's something that we really want to try to do, is to two things. We like to say we open eyes and open doors. We open eyes by trying to educate kids and to teach them that it's not just sitting on the back of the horse, but it's also working with the horse, understanding horsemanship, veterinary care, grooming, all aspects of being a real horseman. In addition to riding, because we also train them to ride, we have a list of incredible trainers that teach all the regional clinics. And then we have the finals, and what we try to do is we try to open some doors for these kids to help them with their careers, and maybe hook them up with some of the best barns in America. We've taken some into our stable. I've taken a couple into my stable in Germany, and we have some here at North Run. McLean has taken some. Candace has taken some. Really some of the top riders in America have endorsed our program and said, we would really like to help also. It's a great program. It's only getting better, and every year we get a bigger audience, we get a bigger group of kids that apply, and we've tailored our program. Each year it gets better and better. It's really a fantastic program.
I know in the EAP program you can't do it on air. There have to be sponsors that really take care of things. Do you have any major sponsors involved in that?
Well, I have my two major sponsors right now are Dover Saddlery and Cavalor North America, and they've been with me for a long time. Dover and I have been together for 24 years, and I'm really happy that Dover is the title sponsor of the EAP program. Dover, of course, is a fantastic company because it's accessible to everyone in the U.S., and Dover has been so generous over the years helping the EAP program, of course helping me, but also now helping the EAP program. Cavalor started last year, and they are as well going to be a big sponsor of the EAP program, and so I'm really happy that both of the companies that I've worked with, and they both came with me to Europe, and now they're very happy that I've come back to the United States, and they've embraced the program, and they're supportive of the program, and I'm really appreciative of that.
Well, as an inspiration to those kids that aren't even to that level yet that will be watching this, in your career, which has been pretty amazing, do you have any highlights that really stick out?
Well, when you talk about horsemanship, when Fine Sarah, my horse at the 2002 WEG, she won Best Horse in the final, which is one of the biggest honors that you can do. I was so proud that my horse that I had trained and cared for and developed her program, she became the best horse in the world at the World Championships, and that to me was, that was a huge honor, and I'm the most proud of it. I mean, I also won a gold medal at the Olympics, and I'm very proud of that, for sure. But working with a horse like Fine Sarah, who is an incredible animal, and to see her be ridden by all four of us and jump, she was the only horse to jump clear rounds with all four of us and four completely different riders. It was beautiful to watch, and I was really proud of that.
Well, Peter, thank you so much for taking the time today. I know you've got a lot going on.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure.
Okay, and success this year, I hope.
I hope so too.
Thank you. For Sidelines TV, I'm Rob Jordan.